So a lot of issues that Parliament will be looking at this month. And now let's go to a high-profile corruption case. The state has conceded that Trifecta Holdings CEO Christo may not have been aware of monies given to former Northern Cape ANC Chairperson John Block. In a second concession before the Supreme Court of Appeal in Bloemfontein, the state has also abandoned arguments against the two on charges of money laundering. This came out on the second day of the appeal by Block and Scholtz against their 15-year terms for corruption and money laundering.
Northern Cape ANC heavyweight John Block and businessman Christo want their 15-year jail terms converted to correctional supervision and fines. But the state isn't budging. This is despite its concession.
We had to come to an agreement that it was just a duplication of charges because most of the facts that we used for corruption are the facts that we used for money laundering. So at the moment we decided as state we're not going to pursue arguments on money laundering charges.
Block was found guilty of receiving kickbacks in a multi-million rand property deal with the Trifecta Group owned by Scholtz. Block received kickbacks between 2006 and 2010 from Trifecta Holdings. He would then influence departments to rent office space from Trifecta at inflated rates. Both men were sentenced to 15 years for corruption and 12 years to run concurrently for money laundering.
Our hope as NPA is that we will still be left with effective sentence of 15 years considering that we pursued the argument on corruption charges.
The appellants hold a contrary view.
The conviction of the first appellant with regards to his sentence, due to the fact that all the other charges have been conceded, and I submit he should be acquitted, you will be entitled, I submit, to revisit the whole question of sentence.
Judgment has been reserved. SABC News, Bloemfontein.